Mm-hmm.
Hey, Caitlyn, be nice to Clara. She's never mean to nobody.
Hey, Aurora. Hey, Fern. Well, he seems to be doing okay. Don't really know what the cause of that was, but he's not in the litter box as often. I have seen him when I scooped the boxes this afternoon. He did hop in and squat for a little longer than he should have, but he did pee, so he's not blocked. Mm-hmm.
Victoria, what she's doing.
Hey, don't do that.
No.
You know, the vet's supposed to call me. It's possible, Fern. The vet's supposed to call me Thursday, and we'll figure out the next step if he's not 100% better by then. But he was not in any pain or anything like that when he examined him at the vet, so. Or at least he didn't show any pain when he was feeling all over around his bladder and all that. He said there didn't appear to be any swelling or abnormal swelling or anything like that going on.
The only thing they suggested was the same medicine we give Murray, but I guess they didn't have it on hand. So we were gonna try and give some of Murray's to him, but we're trying to switch our prescription to an online pharmacy, and we're not sure we have enough to make it through that time period because everything is always getting delayed.
Is that Alice?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alice makes these roaring sounds.
Like, meow.
Yeah. She's very vocal lately. Oh, gonna get the jab from Clara.
You like talk to it?
Hey, Lynette. Hey, Mr. Krabs. thought maybe Taz and Victoria would come out and stay out here, but apparently they're busy doing something else. What are you doing? Loafing in the box. It's probably about 8 years old. I guess it was her leaving. It's the door downstairs.
Like the second floor door.
We don't know for sure how old Copper is. It's estimated that he's about 8.
He said he can be our Grandpa Mason.
Yeah, he likes the kittens.
Didn't at first, but
No.
now he likes them.
Oh, he did fine. We still don't know what the cause is, but he's doing okay. He's not squatting in the litter box as much that I've seen anyway. So hopefully that's going to pass pretty quickly.
Like we said before, hopefully it's just kind of like Wilson's like stressful bladder situation where it clears up on its own. Seems to be, since it's not ongoing like Murray's was. And he never seemed as distressed as Murray did.
No, he is, I don't think so, Lynette. I mean, the vet said that there was no sign of abnormal swelling or anything like that, and he felt around on his bladder and all that stuff, and Taz didn't react at all. If it would have been painful, I'm sure he would have tensed up or tried to get away or something. He didn't do anything. But hopefully it's gonna, I'm supposed to talk to him Thursday, so hopefully it'll clear up by then and we won't have to worry about it anymore. If he's still doing it, or it's worse, then he'll have to go back and possibly get an x-ray. Speaking of, he just ran that way.
And he's eating and drinking and acting normally otherwise, so.
Hey, Aaron. I guess it's going to be the Devon show tonight. Nobody else wants to stay over here except for Copper.
Show everyone my Halloween costume.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween socks, that's the extent of my costume.
There's Ozzy.
He and Copper are buddies now.
Orange cats stick together.
You're doing all right, huh? Resident long cat. Well, Devon's pretty long too, but not quite as skinny.
Yeah, if I had to pick the nervous one of the litter, it would be that guy. He's the Wilson of this litter.
But not as bad.
No, he's not as bad as
Hopefully he
Wilson.
won't bounce back to us. As much as we love Wilson, but he still acts terrified of us half the time. He'll sit in our lap if we put him there and sit very still and be very quiet. What you got in your eye? Get some dust in your eye? Ah! No, you can't do that.
He doesn't. He just licks. He does. If he does bite, he just puts his
We're
teeth
not
on you.
supposed to do that.
I'm just rubbing his belly. Oh, Devin has good manners.
Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
He'd rather lick than bite.
Yeah, you are pretty sweet. Ah. Ah. Oh my God.
Hey, buddy.
We gotta get you somewhere too.
Yeah. As for now, well, I don't have any kittens around me. Oh, there's Devin again. Seen plenty of him. The others are in there with the light off. So the plan right now is for, we've got one big cage at PetSmart reserved for 2 of these guys. I'm thinking they're going to go, I mean, we could take them as early as tomorrow, but I have a chiropractor appointment tomorrow afternoon. And I don't want to really take them in the middle of the day. Friday, I have to pick up 2 cats sort of close to our house, take them to the vet to be fixed, and then take them back to the lady after they're fixed so we can get ready for them to be adopted. So I don't really want to take them that day. So Saturday morning is what I'm kind of thinking. I think we're going to take Devin and Ozzy first, which I'm not thrilled about, but it's got to be done. We have been given permission to put a 24 to 48 hour hold. I mean, if necessary. It's not going to take me 24 to 48 hours to approve an application, assuming I'm accessible when one comes in. But they're not just going to be able to walk in and walk out with them without me looking at the application and signing off on it. So that makes me feel a little better. But I guess we'll just do it 2 at a time right now, unless, you know, more cages open up and they need to fill them. But yeah, this guy and that guy will be the first 2 contestants.
Since Taz has his issues, we gotta make sure are resolved, and the 2 girls had slightly more invasive surgery a week ago, less than a week ago.
Yeah, it's not going to be the most pleasant thing ever, but I mean, we knew we had this day coming. I know I talked to her today, and apparently the husband was the hang up, or she probably would have already gotten her, but I don't guess they sold him on it. So she said today that she wasn't going to be able to do it. But I reached out to her when I found out we could get him into PetSmart this week and said, well, just to follow up with you, they're about to start getting into the system at PetSmart. So, well, there's a situation where she said that I don't guess they've been married very long, and sounded like it was probably a second marriage, and there were older kids involved, like probably preteen or young teenage kid. But the husband had been pet free for like 8 or 9 years or something like that.
Not crazy cat gentleman for a husband.
Well, had it not been for a couple of prior things that happened, you know, but not involving our cats or anything. Nope. But just a couple of things with employees letting people take cats that probably shouldn't need to take a cat. They're supposed to use their discretion, and I think that happened once or twice where, and I mean I think the cats ended up being fine, but it's not somebody that the rescue ordinarily would have adopted out to for various reasons. But after that, there was a discussion, and they gave Paws the option of screening potential adopters if they so choose. And 99% of the time, you don't have to worry about it. 'Cause I don't think many people go in to PetSmart to adopt a cat with a malicious intent. I don't think anybody goes anywhere most times to adopt a cat with malicious intent, but I mean, we have certain
ones that you have to fill out a form and pay adoption fee. But
and I mean, we put on all the adoption cards, indoor cat only. Hopefully everybody abides by that. There's no way to prove that or enforce it really, but I think most people are respectful enough of the organization that they're not gonna just go adopt an inside only cat and put it outside. Hey, cat lover. And there's Lily, by the way, if you haven't noticed. She's kind of camouflaged by the chair. And Miss Clara.
Stumpy's under the chair, also camouflaged.
Clara.
What are you guys doing in there that's keeping you away from the camera? What is going on here?
Yeah, if she sits up straight, it's easier to see her because you see the little white spot on her chest. Lily.
I think Alice is part ragdoll.
Maybe.
She's so floppy. Like, she doesn't tense up when you hold her. She gets all floppy. And when she wants to get away, she just like makes herself more floppy and tries to slip away rather than like clawing at you and tensing up.
Yeah, it's something to look out for. A cat lover, no, it was Lynette that asked that. His eye is still doing the same thing. We just put a drop in it, but I mean, his eye still waters. I am going to get him to the vet before he gets adopted and get that rechecked, but I think we've come to the conclusion that
That's fine.
it may just be something that his eye does. I've talked to people that have cats that do the same thing. It's just there's no real explanation for it. Oh, so vicious.
You're a monster, Alice. Okay, leave her butt alone. Come on now.
So vicious.
Finally, the two girls.
But yeah, that's a good point, Aaron. I have not thought about that, and we have fortunately have not run into it where somebody had an indoor-outdoor cat that has come to try to get an indoor-only cat. Fern, you can most certainly have them. No adoption fee required. Well, the application does have the question that if you have any other pets in the home and all of that stuff. And are they fixed? Are they vaccinated?
And we have to make sure they had their snap test before they can go to PetSmart too.
Do they normally do that with the spay, neuter, and vaccination?
I don't know, you had them do it for Violet,
Yeah.
I don't know. Check the paperwork.
I'll have to ask Laura. She's dealt with them more than I have. This is only my second encounter using this vet clinic. That's who the shelter's community cat program uses, is a different vet than what I'm used to dealing with. So I don't know all their protocols.
Was Caitlyn tested?
Yes.
And she was negative. So most likely they're negative, but we still had all the other ones tested just in case.
Yeah, and Laura still has all the paperwork for Caitlyn. I don't have any of that. Well, you guys make a road trip, or if you need to meet halfway, we'll meet you halfway.
When I went to college with, his cat was maybe Luna's age, maybe a little bit older, and she recently passed away. He flew to San Francisco from Chicago to adopt 2 kittens from a rescue shelter thing there. It's on Instagram and all that stuff. We need to get famous like that so people fly across the country for our cats.
Yeah, I don't know how many miles it is, but it's quite a few.
I wish they had cat partnerships like they do with the dogs.
What do you
From
mean?
other states,
Oh, yeah.
where they pull for out-of-state rescues.
Well, only 5 if we meet you halfway. I've driven longer distances than that.
Kangaroo.
Nothing's impossible, but
Victoria, get out the shoe.
I would probably have to get a couple days off of work, because I don't know if I would want to make that drive back to back Saturday, Sunday, and then go back to work on a Monday.
She always looks so put out when I pick her up.
What do you mean?
Like she makes a face like,
Nah.
why are you taking me out? Oh, it's just thirsty. No time for laps.
Well, Fern, if you're seriously considering it, we can try to research some options as far as transport goes.
Meow. Why are you obsessed with their butts?
Copper.
He makes a face like, why?
Hey, come on.
I don't want the next thing to eat.
Taz. Taz.
What is going on up
He's
there?
walking around in the plastic up there. Yeah, I've never looked into
Ozzy.
what options are available for transporting animals like that. I mean, I know a lot of the rescues and stuff like that have kind of a caravan type of thing where somebody drives them so far, and then somebody picks them up from there and they drive them a little ways and they just kind of split it up. But I'll look into it if you actually do want them. I mean, I just as much rather them go to you than anybody. I told Melanie I think Caitlyn has a secret crush on Copper. She acts all ornery about, see, she doesn't actually ever get really mad, and she chased him today and it wasn't the predatory I'm gonna kick your butt chase. It was the prancy, I'm having fun chasing you.
What are you doing? I got that 22.
But Copper's really the only one she ever interacts with at all. She, Lily, and Stumpy and Clara have not crossed ways at all.
Just wanted a Clara earlier.
Did you? I didn't see that.
You guys are gonna try and break this post too, like the last.
They're not heavy enough. Excuse me. They're not heavy enough to break it yet. Taz, what are you doing up there? So yeah, Taz and Caitlyn, if you see, maybe you can see behind this chair, there's a drawer. That desk is identical. Well, it's just the opposite of that. The drawer's on the other side where my desk is over there. And Caitlyn and Taz both managed to get in the drawer and just laid down in the drawer for a while. No, Caitlyn is most certainly full grown. She's a couple years old. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it.
Supposed to turn her face up.
Yeah, she has gained some weight. She could probably still gain a little more and be within the normal range, but she looks a ton better than she did when she first got here. Because she was skin and bones when we first brought her. But as you can see, Taz apparently feels fine.
Oh, I got distracted.
Well, she did all the work. I just put the food in front of her and she took care of the rest. I am on iPhone. You just do the little pinch thing with 2 fingers. Same as with your, like a browser or something.
I can't watch my hands. You guys seem like you have enough of the laser pointer for tonight.
Uh-oh. Where did Taz go? He likes that too. Sure. There he is.
copper.
Well, and Caitlyn got mad at Clara. Getting too close, I guess. Yeah, I think Lily, Stumpy, and Clara are pretty ready for these guys to go. As much as we're not, they are. Clara doesn't mind the kittens as much as she does Caitlyn. I have not seen them interact a whole lot, but apparently it's not good when they do. Oh, must not be injured.
So big, copper.
It certainly does. It seems like they would have figured it out by now because they kind of stumble off the furniture quite a bit. That was not a good jump.
Again. Why are your jumping skills so bad?
Vicious.
Monster at it. Oh! Oh! He's sniffing you again. Did I tell you? Not approving of that.
It's hard to say, Aurora. I mean, they all pile up and sleep together in different patterns, so I can't say that two are any more bonded than any of the others. sit back and watch now. Probably, yeah, we probably shouldn't let him take such big leaps like that until we know what's going on with him.
Can't stop him. Hey, stop it.
He's a cat. He enjoys shoes.
Have his back. You could have his back.
But I guess we should probably start herding them back to their room. I'm sure our dogs and cats at home are hungry, so we went a little longer than usual today. As I say, tomorrow I got to go to the chiropractor tomorrow, and possibly playing drums tomorrow afternoon. After that, I'm not 100% on that. It just depends on what time I get done with the chiropractor and all that. So there probably won't be a close-up tomorrow. Probably will on Friday. Well, I don't know, because I've got to get those other cats back to this lady. I don't know. I don't want to promise anything Friday. I'm going to try. It may be that I come back and do it later on Friday. I'm just not sure. As for Saturday, I'm rethinking that. Fern, if you want to mull it over tonight, just think about it. No pressure from us or anything. And we'll try to figure something out. If you want to do it, we'll try to figure it out. I don't know what options are available right now, so just think it over, shoot us a message, and tell us what you think, and we will go from there. Thanks, Aaron. It was good to see you, and thank you all the rest of you guys. And
Sorry. Out with the shoelaces.
if I don't see you Friday, I will most definitely see you on Saturday, likely Saturday morning. So happy Halloween, and everybody be safe, and we will talk to you very soon. Night, everybody.